If PlayStation does this, this might actually go down in history as the most petty move of any gaming company, and I'm kind of here for it, all right? So somebody recreated the GTA 6 map, but in GTA 5, but Rockstar and Take-Two felt some kind of way about it and they had it taken down. But was it because the map was too accurate? We're gonna talk about it. Gaming studios right now, man, are also afraid to release their games this year, and I want to talk about what does this actually mean for other promised game released this year. Also, Xbox is rumored to be coming out with a new gaming handheld device, but will PlayStation be blocking their games being played on it? Is PlayStation gonna be petty? We're gonna talk about it. New PS5 updates with some new things being added. Xbox is also introducing a new Game Hub feature on their consoles and rolling it out right now as we speak. We also got Call of Duty Warzone Season 3 talk because the date, y'all, it got pushed up, man. We're gonna talk about that and more. Let's discuss. All right, so let's go ahead and kick things off talking about this fan-made GTA 6 map that was playable in GTA 5. So a fan decided out there, after watching the first trailer that was released, to go ahead and recreate the GTA 6 map based off of all of the things that have been seen in the trailer, all of the things that have been seen online. But shortly after he did that, Rockstar and the parent company Take-Two immediately saw it, and they said, listen, bro, we're going to send out this cease and desist, and we need you to take it down, all right? My question is why did they have this mod actually taken down? Especially when you think about it, there's been other fans of GTA who've modded other cities before, and, you know, different towns, different cities, different streets. And what was it about this map in particular that pretty much got Rockstar and Take-Two all in their feelings about it? Now, in my opinion, I'm gonna be honest, I believe two things actually happened. One, the map that person created must have been extremely accurate, and they didn't actually want people to be playing on that map just yet. And two, which I believe is the real reason, and that is because Rockstar and Take-Two wants that feeling of when this new map gets released for everybody out there to pretty much just have the feeling of being on it and playing it for the first time. But if you have a map that's out there in the wild that's very similar to what everybody is expecting, and then when they get it, they just, you know, gonna be a little bit like, okay, well, I already know what the map is because somebody already recreated it, and kind of potentially ruin that initial feeling of driving around a new city for the first time and just exploring it, versus when, you know, the game comes out and you're like, oh, I done already seen that. And, you know, it's okay. Now, I think Rockstar and Take-Two is just trying for themselves to protect the 12 years of development and secrecy that they've protected for so long, versus it being leaked, and then the game just in itself just loses that element of surprise, which I do believe is, in my opinion, the right thing to do. I mean, y'all, I know we want GTA 6, but let's just wait for it, all right? So let's just all woosah, and let's just all wait, and we're gonna relax while the developers do what they do, and then they gonna, you know, come out and give us a banger of a game, all right? Now, before we actually get into the next thing, man, let me go ahead and tell you guys about the sponsor of today's episode. All right, so you're a handheld gamer like myself, man, but one of the main issues with handhelds is the limited native ports such as USB-C expansion or HDMI outputs. Don't worry, I got two products from the sponsor of today's video. That's Ivanki. Now, first one up is the gaming dock with RGB. Now, this is a 14-in-1 connectivity dock, including HDMI 2.1, USB-C, USB-A, SD, and TF card slots, and an Ethernet port for fast gigabit speeds. Now, using the ports, you can connect up to your display, your favorite gaming controllers, a storage drive. Now, it offers 4K resolution at 120 Hz refresh rate. You can customize the RGB lighting to one of your favorite colors or different lighting modes using this button right here. Now, it offers an adjustable stand that would allow you to be able to get that perfect angle while gaming. And last, when it comes to the power output, it can deliver up to 100-watt output and 65-watt max charging. Now, the next gaming dock that we have by Ivanki is the USB-C gaming dock, which is perfect for something like the ROG Ally or the ROG Ally X that I have right here. Now, if you're on a budget and you don't need RGB lighting or multiple ports, the Ivanki USB-C gaming dock is a great alternative. Now, it still offers 4K at 120 Hz, 100-watt power output, and gigabit Ethernet. So if you guys are interested, I'll leave a link down below in the description section of this video. Thanks to Ivanki for sponsoring today's video. The next thing we got to talk about, y'all, which is still kind of in the GTA 6 realm and land of things, and I honestly want to get you guys' opinion on this and comment down below how you guys are feeling about this one. So there are actual reports out there of gaming publishers being afraid to release their games because of the mega flood of gamers that's going to be playing GTA 6 when Rockstar releases it, right? Now, there was Blizzard's former president, Mike Barra. He recently came out in an interview and he pretty much told everyone that everybody in the gaming industry will basically be moving out of the way in the release of GTA 6, which to me, in my opinion, is kind of crazy, but I also get it at the same time. Like, why would I drop my game when I know 95% of gamers out there will be taking off work to stay home and getting that GTA 6 popping, including myself? Now, he also went on and said that Rockstar games also suck a lot of money, as well as, just more importantly, time out of the market when their games are released. And we don't want to be anywhere near that. But the question that I have for you guys is, if your game is good enough, should you hold off on the release for that game because of another game? Or should you just be confident in the game that you have, the time that you spent creating that game, and just kind of go ahead and, you know, put it up against GTA 6 anyway and see what happens, and honestly let your fans, your core fans, just enjoy the game that they've been waiting mostly for a long period of time? I'll be honest, it's a tough one for me, man, to decide on an answer to this because, for example, let's just say this was God of War, for example, being pushed back. I'll be kind of upset about it because as a God of War fan, I don't really want to sit around and wait longer for a release because of GTA 6. Maybe I would want to play the new God of War over GTA 6. Like, what I'm saying is, allow the players out there that are fans of your game to be able to choose whether they want to play this game or whether they want to play that game, versus pretty much just kind of giving in and letting GTA make the decision for you forcefully. It's kind of crazy. I guess if you're dropping another AAA title game that you feel is worthy of airtime, then drop it and don't be afraid of Rockstar and what they have coming out. I know they are a mega giant in this space, but again, on the flip side of that coin, man, I also understand it because you don't want your gaming developers who've worked their asses off and put in crazy hours to create a solid game only to be overshadowed by a mega meteor of a game like GTA 6, all right? It's honestly, y'all, in my opinion, it's kind of a sticky situation, but I am curious on what you guys would do in this situation. Would you release your game or would you wait and let GTA 6 get what they gonna get out, all right? Because what if Rockstar decides to just keep sliding the dates? Are you just gonna follow them around trying to anticipate when they're gonna be dropping and then you're gonna drop yours? I don't know. Y'all let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. So Xbox also has rumored to be releasing a new gaming handheld device. Finally, y'all. I mean, to be fair, y'all, I kind of saw this one coming with the success of the handheld gaming market in general, and more importantly, the success of your major competitor, which is PlayStation with the PlayStation Portal, as well as Nintendo with their Nintendo Switch, as well as the Switch 2. Codename for it right now is being called Keenan, is what Microsoft is reportedly calling it, this new handheld gaming device. First thing being rumored is that this new handheld will for sure be the theme with Xbox, including an official Xbox guide button. Now, I'm assuming that Microsoft will create this device in itself to be more on the PC-centric side of things, or PC-oriented, like we've seen with other gaming handhelds. Now, also, my bold prediction to this is that their initial release is not going to be their end-all be-all, right? I'm suspecting that this is just going to be their first go-round, which will be more of kind of a experimental research type of period for this next gen that will come out after that. Reason being is because Microsoft saw what PlayStation has done with the PlayStation Portal and said, listen, I want in on some of that action, all right? I'm expecting this handheld right here will be equipped with Windows 11 while also giving us some of the same capabilities of what we get out of something like the ROG Ally and the Ally X, which is by far one of my favorites, or something like the Lenovo Legion Go, which is another solid gaming handheld device, or the Steam Deck as well. I would imagine that we will pretty much get some of the same widgets that we see on Xbox Game Bar on PC for controlling things like the TDP, the fan speeds, that gives us a feature that's going to allow us also easy connection to it to be able to have a Xbox controller or other Xbox peripherals. But as of right now, man, all of this, y'all, is just rumors, but I do feel like there could be a lot of truth to what I'm saying in this video. But the main thing I think people believe could happen is that PlayStation would intentionally block PlayStation games being able to be played on this new Xbox handheld gaming console, all right? If PlayStation does this, this might actually go down in history as the most petty move of any gaming company, and I'm kind of here for it, all right? But for real, y'all, I think at this point, man, games just needs to just open up and just to everybody, regardless of what platform you're on or what system you might be gaming on. The console war, in my eyes, those days are over, man. And gamers just want to be able to play games regardless of where we're at, all right? I mean, I'm still on PlayStation gang. You know, I'm PlayStation gang to the core, but I do think it would be dope for people to just be able to experience all games regardless of the platform that they're on. Just my take, but I want to know from y'all, man, what do you guys think? Do you think that PlayStation will be blocking their games being played on this new Xbox handheld gaming device? I don't know, man. Y'all gonna have to let me know. Let me read them comments down below. Let's go. So staying on Xbox here real quick, on the console, they are releasing a new gaming hub called Game Hub. Now, this is gonna be something that's similar to what PC gamers are currently experiencing with the Xbox app on PC, where you guys get bits of info of the game, you get trophies, you get game scores, you also get some of the add-ons, etc. Well, something very similar will be coming to the Xbox console as well, where you will be getting all of the same information before launching into a game. Now, Xbox did realize that not everybody out there is probably going to want this experience because of you're going to have to tap into it. You're going to get all this information. Then you have to go into the game. Some people would just rather just tap on the game, boom, get right into it. So you will have the option to be able to turn this feature off if it is something that you don't want and would rather just keep, you know, the same experience that you have right now. Now, this is currently being rolled out right now to insiders and currently being fine-tuned. So if you guys are Xbox gang, then be on the lookout for a new dope feature coming, all right? Now, the next thing that we got here, man, is a new PS5 update with some new things being added in this 25.02-11.0.0 release, all right? Now, in this release right here, they gave us a few things that I want to mention. There's a new emojis being added, and there's also been improvements to parental controls in addition to improved stability. Now, I do realize, y'all, this is not a huge update by any means. Now, it's only going to cost you about 1.3 gigabytes of space and should download pretty quickly. So when it comes to the emojis being added, Unicode 16.0 emojis have now been added to the PS5, which is the latest that's going to be used within your messages. Now, I'll be honest with y'all, I don't think I've ever used emojis on my PlayStation before. Like, never. Now, again, I understand it's a feature that some people use, but I've never used it. But if you guys like sending messages to your friend, then there you go. Go off, champ. Now, next is the update to the parental controls that I want to talk about. Now, in your settings on the console, when you set the parental controls restriction level to late teens or older, the communication and user-generated content will now default to restrict. And let's say that you guys had previously set the level to late teens or older before this update, your previous settings will not be affected and it will still show as customized. But once you decide to go in and you reset it or you change it and you set it again, then that's when the new changes will be set to restrict. So not a huge change. I do understand that to the software this go round, but I still thought it was worth mentioning. And last but not least, y'all, let's talk Call of Duty Season 3, the return of Verdansk, y'all. When I tell y'all my level of excitement for this is freaking through the roof, y'all. Like, I can't wait, man. I'm here for it. I'm here to give you guys all of the details around this release because I want to tell you guys the date actually got moved up. So previously, y'all, it was announced that Verdansk will be returning on April 3rd, but in recent Activision podcasts, they did reveal that it will now be starting on April 2nd instead. So how it all work is there will be an offline time frame of 24 hours while they actually prepare for the Verdansk return. Now, during that time frame, there will be a free 24-hour Black Ops 6 trial that's going to be available for people to be able to play who might not have played it to hold us over. And as a special bonus, I need you to hear me and hear me well. As a special bonus for everyone who simply just opens up Warzone menu during this 24-hour offline period will receive the Kilo weapon for free. So make sure you guys just go in, open up Warzone menu so that way you can get the free Kilo weapon. Trust me, The Kilo is goated, all right? Now, they also mentioned that players who have Warzone currently downloaded, they can also click on Warzone tile while the game is offline to also receive the Kilo weapon as well. But if you don't have Warzone downloaded, then you should probably do that right now or soon if you guys want that free Kilo weapon when Verdansk launches. Now, they made a statement that, I gotta be honest with y'all, man, I didn't really like, y'all. And they made a statement saying that if Verdansk does not bring back its user base, like it was in the past, they will be canceling Warzone. And to me, y'all, I felt like this was kind of like a cocky threat to its fan base. Like, don't they understand that it's because of y'all that your fans, like me and some of you guys out there, decided to leave the game and not play it as often as we did, because you guys will not fix the cheaters in the game who can crash servers, who can kick players out of their matches, who can see between walls, aim bots. And I've seen some people out there, y'all, like if you even get close to them, your game will just automatically start to just stutter out. Like, it's crazy to me. Also, let COD get back to the days of talking shit in the games. Like, to me, that's always been a part of the culture of the game. But scaring your user base of banning them for 2 months or 30 days, or I've seen some is 6 months, is crazy to me. And it's all your fault, man, that the movement in Warzone was different than the multiplayer. So to sit up here and just threaten your fan base or your user base like that, to me, honestly, it was kind of whack in my opinion. To me, it's simple, y'all. Fix the dang game of cheaters and all of the other stuff that I mentioned on top of the SBMM, and it will bring the people back based on the game being good, not your threats. Because one thing about a gamer, right? We will only tolerate so much before we actually start looking for another game to play. Because there's other options out there, right? And shout out to Marvel Rivals, man, for filling that void for a lot of people in the midst of this time. But yeah, man, I just wanted to kind of get on here, throw out my 2 cents in there as a huge fan of Call of Duty, man. But they gotta get it right, man. But I will say this. I am excited for Verdansk, man, and I got a feeling that they might get it right this time. But that's all I have for you guys, man, in today's episode. If you like the vibes over here, go ahead and hit that like button right now, man. And if you're new here and you cannot wait for Verdansk or GTA 6, then I need you to click on that subscribe button right now, man. And if you guys want to watch me play GTA 5 for the first time, I'm playing it right now here on the channel during my live streams, man. That's happening Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'll see y'all in the next one. Happy gaming, squad. We out.